Okay, hey, what's up, guys? This is AJ. Uh, Today we are going to discuss this point like media and censorship. Let me tell you firstly that these points that I am going to dictate are not in a proper order. Okay, so it's your job. And again, I will suggest that you should not also write these points in a proper order. See, because why? Because they interrupt the flow of thinking. Okay, so if you can the connect or jump from one point to another, like if you find one introduction point, and then based on those points, that if you are able to find the conclusion point also. So this kind of jumping helps in your thinking process. It will increase or improve your thinking process, so it will be easy for you to write down a particular answer within 8 minutes. Okay, so this is our target. We are going to write every answer within 8 minutes. Okay, a good quality answer within 8 minutes. So it will be easy for you to think in such a manner. Okay, so let's start. uh, like what I- why this issue is in highlight, because there was a ban on NDTV by like government. Okay, so this issue was highlighted. Then again, various editors of the particular newspaper also got arrested because of the breach of the privilege by the this clause was invoked by the state assembly. Okay, so that's why this issue was highlighted. Media and censorship. See, media, news media is a fourth pillar. Okay, so if you see our national emblem, you will find that the fourth pillar is media. Okay, then it breaches, like if you are issuing a ban against a particular news channel, then it is they can invoke the article 19A. Okay, so this talks about the freedom of speech. Okay, so again, but the counter argument given by the government is that this media is acting as a platform for fake news. Again, this the panel discussions under on the particular channel, they criticize the government deliberately. Okay, then there is a lack of constructive criticism in this media channel. Okay, so they are spreading the propaganda against particular political party which is in power. Okay, they are having like crony capitalism is there. So these people are doing these kind of things, so that's why it is government is justifying this kind of bans. Okay, but as a UPS aspirant, what we should do, we are going to put all the points in particular answer. We are not just going to take side. Okay, avoid taking sides in your answer. Your answer should be unbiased. It should be a balanced answer. Okay, so that's why this is the task that you have to manage. Okay, next point is like but again, see, if you can include so many things in media. Okay, so if they ask like question on media and censorship, don't just refrain your thoughts related to the news media. Okay, so this media can be any media. Okay, so it can be print media, it can be TV media, it can be news media, it can internal internet media is also there, that is social media is there, various social sites that are particularly or predominantly or wholly and solely are doing these kind of things, spreading news and spreading rumor mongering. Okay, so these all types of media come under the word media. Okay, so don't broaden your horoscope. Okay, sorry, horoscope no, horizon. Broaden your horizon and see these points also. Okay, don't just restrict yourself to the news media. If a particular question they ask and they don't specify like only the news media and censorship, then you should be limited or restricted to the news media only. But again, this news media means they again never stated in that particular question that only talk about electronic media. You can again include print media also. Okay, so just this again, this UPSC's questions are word play. Okay, so you should be able to understand what they exactly demands, what are their exact demands in your answer. Okay, so you make this habit that whenever you see any word, be like have a brain of a lawyer. Okay, what lawyer does, he only plays on these words. If there is a loophole in a particular word, he will exploit that and use it for the defense of this his client. Okay, the same way we are going to do analysis of the particular question that they are asking in a exam. Okay, whatever the question. One more example, it is not this related to our topic, but I will give you one example. Like the Hiranyakashyap was there. Okay, so he asked one particular demand from, like he got one what is the word? Okay, what is the word for word? Like he wish. Okay, he got one wish from the Lord Vishnu. Okay, what was the wish? That he will not be killed by the any animal, he will not be killed by the any weapon, or he should not be killed by the at the daytime, at the evening, at the night time. Okay, so these were his wishes. Okay, to the Lord Vishnu, and Vishnu sanctioned those wishes. Okay, but at the time of killing, what he did, he all the wishes of that Hiranyakashyap was fulfilled. Okay, he was not killed by any animal, but he that's why he or the man. Okay, so that's why the Lord Vishnu took the avatar of Narsimha. Okay, so what my point is that this kind of loophole you have to find out in your questions also. If the question is not specifying any or directing you towards a particular point, then you can directly take this advantage of the loophole. If they just ask question on media and censorship, then you must include all the types of media that comes in your mind. This is just one example. If the particular question, as per the question, we are going to include or exclude few things. Okay, so just pay attention to these points. Okay, next then again there are so many issues are associated with different kind of media. Like print media has different issues, TV media also has different issues. That TV media means electronic media also has different issues. The media on internet also has some different issues. Social media also has so many issues. Okay, so there was one particular ruling by the Supreme Court that pre-broadcast and pre-publication of censorship or censorship is not the role of the court. Okay, so this statement again you can use it different context. Okay, so if the particular question demands like what should be the solution, then you can say that Supreme Court is refrained from taking decision for proactive stand regarding this censorship. Okay, so we should also do the same. There should be independent regulatory authority, and the censorship should be after the release of the particular movie or any particular media. Okay, if it gets published, then we are scrutinizing then those medias, then it is okay. Again, this has also some negative opinion also, that how can we do that. Okay, so that's we will not go into those matters. Next point is again, that's I told you earlier that there should be independent regulatory body. Again, whenever the question comes, okay, each question, any question, like what should we do with electronic media, what should we do with print media, what should we do with social media, then we are going to have only one point: there should be independent regulatory body. This same point we have used in salaries of the MP. Okay, so who should decide the salaries of the MP? We are stating the same point: there should be independent regulatory body. Then it is very funny as well as very useful that we are going to use same point in different context. Okay, next point is there is a thin line between regulation and censorship. This point is also we are going to highlight in your answer, or at the time of conclusion you can use this point, like there is a very thin line between regulation and censorship. We should be very careful using or imposing any ban, or suggesting any cuts in a particular film also. We should be very careful because it might dilute this line. Okay, so next point is impact of media is big. Okay, so we are just highlighting the issue is how related that issue is to the common citizen. To highlight that, we are going to say that impact of media is very big. Okay, so what are the example of these? Like there was a Facebook revolution. Okay, in Arab at the time of Arab Spring there was a Facebook revolution. Next point is in the fight against corruption by Anna Hazare in 2011 also attract so many youth in this fight, because this movement was spread on the social media. Okay, so as well as in TV media also highlighted this movement. So there was a tremendous popularity of this movement. There was a tremendous support from the society to this movement. Okay, so this shows, this example shows like Nirbhaya case was also there, that recently that we can see that this Nirbhaya case was there, that Rohit Vemula case was there. Okay, so again the JNU issue was there. These issues are got highlighted, and because of the these issues were widely popular on the different kind of media. Okay, so there was a so strong support or strong opinions of the different kinds of people were there. Okay, so these opinions got highlighted just because the media has a huge role in the society. Okay, so people respect, the citizen respect media. So media possess immense power. So these issues or these events just shows those things. Okay, that the impact of media is very big. So anything that government is planning with media should be very carefully, this planning should be very careful. Okay, so media, they should not just throw it under the stone. Okay, so these government should focus on the issues of the media. Okay, next point is uh, okay, so this media, what is media is what is the current situation of this media? This media is evolving. Okay, so nobody knows what exactly this media is doing. Like print media is also a new, print media was an old concept, but it is also evolving. Okay, so next point is TV media is a new concept in India. It is very new. Okay, so it is also evolving. So there are some problems, but what is the principle of evolution says that these problems will be rectified in the next or the further versions. Okay, so we should not be that much criticism that criticize this role of the media. Like there is a criticism on fake news also. Okay, that Donald Trump is also accusing CNN that they are using or showing the fake news. Okay, so the one opinion comes in the minds of the people that we should ban this channel. Okay, so as an administrator we should have a balanced view. Okay, so what we are going to say at that point, that these medias are also evolving. Okay, so let them, give them a free and fair chance to evolve themselves. Okay, so they will rectify or the identify first, they will identify their mistake first, and they will rectify those mistakes. So no need to be very aggressive against these media houses. Okay, we should give them chance. Okay, next point is these media helps people to form their opinion. Okay, so many people don't know what are the like if you ask any layman what is the difference between the capitalism and socialism. Okay, so his ideas about these points are not that clear. Okay, so if he watch a particular debate on Rajya Sabha TV, okay, so then his opinion will be shaped. Okay, he will get a good quality understanding of this particular topic. Then he will be very careful at the time of voting, that whatever he understood, on based on that understanding, he will take a good decision at the time of vote. Okay, so that's why we are going to highlight that this opinion forming of the citizen will be by the media. Okay, so again this brings transparency. Obviously they make politician accountable to the citizen of India. They bring transparency, they raise issues, they found out the cases of corruption. Okay, they shame the they there is a police acts if the news got highlighted by the media. Okay, so machinery of the government start working just because of the they fear the power of the media. Okay, so then again we can say that it is acts as a watchdog of a democracy also. Okay, why we are not having a situation like North Korea in India? Because our press is very strong. Okay, so anything that if in that direction, like if the current government starts acting as a dictator, then media is very strong. It can fight against the government. It can you know it can the bend it can bend the knees of the government also. So we should be very careful regarding the this media. Okay, next point is what we expect from the social media. See, media, we are discussing the media, we are going to discuss the topic of the social media also. So what we expect from social media, there should, like, social media, the concept earlier, it was the concept just for the communication purpose only. It evolved, throughout the time it evolved. Okay, so earlier it was used for communicating with each other. Okay, then what, the next step came, it started informal discussion. Then there was a sharing of opinion on this public platform. Then what happened, then the people started understanding each other's point of view. Okay, and then it could lead to the global unity. So this is the chronological order that we write in our answer. We should write in our answer, these types of things we expect from the social media. Again, what are the other benefits of social media? There was a quick response. Okay, so quick response is the term that we are going to use. Like, if you particularly, if you buy one particular mobile, okay, and if you have some issues with that particular mobile, then you can directly post those issues on your social media. What will happen, the particular mobile company will reach out to you. Earlier what used to happen, that customer has to reach out to the company, but just because we are using social media, the companies reach out to you. Okay, so I will suggest you, if you are one more thing, in public service also, if you have a particular issue or a problem with the railway reservation, then you can directly tweet about that problem to the Ministry of Railway. Okay, so it directly quickly responds to your query. Okay, so this is the benefit of social media. Again, the social media highlighted the genuine critics. Okay, so what used to earlier used to happen, that the critics that many people consider before, or the opinion of these critics are considered by the many people before finalizing their decision. Like, one example is that if you want to watch a particular movie, okay, so many people say what, that Raju Masan, what was the name, yes, Raju Masan, is it? Yeah, so what he says about that particular movie, then and then only, if they like what he says, then only they will watch that movie. So genuine critics got a good platform on social media. So this again helped the people to take a good decision in their life. Okay, so this genuine critics terminology, you don't relate only to the movies. Okay, so even at the time of, even if you want to buy something new technology related, then you go and watch MKBHD video. Okay, most of the people watch MKBHD video. In India we have Geeky Ranjit is there. Okay, so these people help you, these genuine critics help you to come up to the decision. Okay, so again, don't just associate with technology either. Okay, so you should be having polity also there. If you want to take a decision on polity, then there is a channel on YouTube, that the storm cloud gathering. Okay, so this channel talks about the various issues on global politics. Okay, so this also again gives insight of the particular issue to the a layman. Okay, or a common citizen of a particular country. So for genuine critics, it gives a good platform. Okay, next point is in disaster management. What happened, there was a storm in Odisha recently. There was a storm in Andhra Pradesh also. So the warning of the storms were published on the social media. So again, there was two people were there uh, who were surrounded by river water, or the cyclone in that particular region, and they just posted their location on the social media, and then the disaster NDRF team reached out to them and they rescued them. So these are the again benefits of the social media and disaster management. Okay, next point is it spreads more awareness. Again, there were so many debates are happening on the social media. If you go to the Twitter, if any minister says a little bit, or does something weird in his day-to-day activities, then it channels, or it fuels the political debate over the social media. This again spreads the more awareness about the various issues in the minds of the people. So this social media helps in such a manner also. For it is a big opportunities, it provides big opportunities for the businesses. Okay, so the businesses can reach out to their customers, they can understand their problem, they can solve their problem, there is a real time solution. This Pragati also is uses digital technology. So these kind of technologies are used by the various business enterprises to solve their problems and to increase their customer base also. Okay, so again this social media is used to highlight or to upbring the hidden talent. There is a good example of Justin Bieber. So he used to like play guitar in the roads. Okay, so some guy just made a video and published that video in on YouTube. Then you know what is his current situation. Okay, so he's the biggest star on the planet. So uh, these kind of hidden talent are we are able to find out these hidden talents on the due to the social media. Again, the recently the movie of the Amir Khan is coming, the Secret Superstar movie. Okay, so it also highlights this point only, the how to upbring the hidden talent, as well as there it also solves like these people not only get a platform on social media, also they generate some income through social media. So what happens, they become independent. Okay, so it channels their creativity. Yeah, because if you are independent, then you can do whatever you want. Okay, so like there are so many restrictions on women. Okay, they can't do, there is no financial like empowerment to them. Okay, so they are not financially independent. So like that particular if you watch the trailer of the Secret Superstar, you will get what I am saying, that particular girl uh, is unable to take her decision or unable to chase her own dream because of the financial constraints. So just because she posted some videos on YouTube, if she gets money out of that YouTube as well as a popularity out of those YouTube, then it is easy for her to chase her dream. Okay, so this point also you can use in your social media context. Then again this is the point. Again, next point is employment opportunity. It gives immense employment opportunity. You can quote YouTube, it can you can quote freelancer site is there. Okay, so it can connect the people to each other, whoever looking for each other. Like if a particular person wants to build something and he's searching for a right person for the right job, then it is easy to find that person through social media. So these kind of things you can put like why we need social media. Okay, so next point is what are the negative points. And see, many people are using this platform to spread the hate speech. Okay, what is hate speech, that we will discuss in further videos, next videos also. So but for the sake of this video, you just understand that this platform helps for to spread the hate speech. It helps to spread the communal violence. Many people are using that. Okay, then there is a war going on between the fans. Okay, so like there was a used to have a battle on the Twitter with Salman Khan fan versus Shah Rukh Khan fans. Okay, so this again disturbs the actual debate. Okay, you should have, these people should have debate on the national issue. Instead of those debates, they are debating on over some superstars. Okay, so this is the wastage of time. So this kind of thing happens just because there is a social media. Then there is a disrespect of the one's opinion. Again, one's opinion might get like publicity in a positive manner, but also one can get a negative publicity on social media. Okay, so it is very dangerous. Okay, it can lead to the particular person to the depression. Okay, next point is social trolling. Trolling is again a big concept. Okay, so this trolling has a psychological and behavioral effect on that particular person. So we should be very careful. Okay, so like I don't remember any example right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this trolling is also has a negative, this trolling is due to the social media, so this is a negative effect. Next point is spreading propaganda, spreading fake news. There was a one particular image, I'm sure you must have saw that image, that Narendra Modi was sweeping the floor. Okay, so it was said that this is the image of Narendra Modi in 19 like 60 or 70. So this was there, that image was very fake, okay. But it was so brilliantly photoshopped that any person at a prima facie will believe that this is the true image, okay. So these kind of images are getting spread by the social media, okay. It allows this kind of machinery to propagate itself, okay. So next point is harassment of women. Again, these trolls are trolling the woman, like Rana Ayub is there. She gets trolled every now and then. Barkha Dutt is there, she gets trolled every now and then. I am not saying that I am against the trolling or in favor of trolling, but again we are disrespecting a woman. Consider Barkha Dutt as a woman, and there is a disrespecting of her own thoughts and as well as her own beliefs, okay. So in this context this is bad, okay. Next point is there is a like harassment of women. There is a stalking of e-stalking is there happening in nowadays, and it is again difficult for locate those culprits as well as find them and bring them to the justice. That is not happening these days, or it is difficult to do, okay. These police also, the cyber cell of police department does not work effectively, okay. So let's not go into that, but these kind of things are happening, okay. So remember this. Next point is the youth is getting addicted to social media, okay. So they there is a fear of early maturity in the youth, okay. The youth should enjoy the childhood days, okay. But just because they are getting encounter with social media and getting encounter with the things that are supposed to be not watched by them, then they become early matured, okay. So they become matured early, then it is it is not good, okay. So they might encounter with child pornography. The games like blue whale game is there currently, is very famous. So these guys they come into contact with this kind of game, and they spoil their childhood, okay. So to protect our children or to protect our youth, this social media is should be very, used in a careful manner. There should be a proper regulatory measures should be there, and so many things that we can do, okay. So that is not the point of our discussion today. So I just want to introduce this whole term like media and censorship, okay. So this video becomes so long, but still, okay. So we covered so many aspects, okay. So I'm sure it will be helpful for you in your answer writing. So thanks guys for watching this video, and we will meet in the next video. Peace.